arching those heels way up. And let's come back to center. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and put our heels down. But we're going to do a 10 count of raising our heels up and down. Let me see. So up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go ahead and lift our toes up. We're going to really flex as much as you can, your toes towards you, and walk. Again, being mindful of your hips, being right under your shoulders while you're doing this. And if you can find a place in the wall, and from there, we're going to go ahead and, right, as much as possible, you want to line your heels with your toes as much as possible here. Bend the other, here, you're going to bend the other leg. And then now we're going to lean towards the forward, stretching our calves here. Okay, come back and let's do the other side, lean. So as much as possible, you want to line your heel with your toes. Bend at the knee. I like my knee 45 out, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and straighten this leg, lean forward. Okay, good job. Let's go ahead and walk where the inside sole is off the ground. And we're going to walk again, hips right below your shoulders. Keep walking. And now we're going to switch now. Switch. Now my knees are buckling and I'm going to lift this outside of my foot up and I'm going to walk. Again, try not to lean forward too much. You want to line your hips above your shoulders. Okay, so now when I come back, let me see if I can show my toes. We're going to go ahead and bring kind of our knees together and our toes together, right? And I'm going to step my right leg up, my toes forward. I keep my foot, the back foot in the same manner. And now I'm going to go ahead and come forward and lean at a 45. And that's what my leading leg is doing. But my back leg, I'm going to go ahead and lean the weight from the outside. So the outside, my foot here, right? That's my foot, my knees, 45. This hip pressing out, and I'm leaning towards here. And then my hand will go towards the leading leg. So I'm reaching out, my hips doing the opposite direction, going this way, my hands here, reaching. Good. I'm going to go ahead and switch now. Readjust my foot. Step my toes up. My toes facing straight. Leaning, right? 40, 90 here. Go ahead and press and really lifting the sole from the back up too if you can. Boom. Come forward. Hips are out at a 45 and my arms are on opposite direction. Good. Now, from here, let's go ahead and we're gonna warm up our knees. And go ahead and switch direction. Our hips. And switch direction. Circle, figure eight, figure eight. And switch direction. And swing your arms. And go ahead and switch direction. Elbows. Switch. Wrists. And switch. Neck. And switch. Go ahead, wide stance, squat. Right, extend one arm, squat, tuck your pelvic in, forward, squat down low. Now shoulders, trying to aim towards the ground. Switch. And go back again. All right. So now, I guess we'll go into our cardio part. All right, so the exercise in between is, let's see, we're gonna start out on all fours, right? You're gonna jump to your hands and then switch, boom, boom, right? Actually, go ahead and switch, boom, to the other side and then come down, jump. Let's do 1, 2, and switch. And come down, switch, 1, 2, and then switch, right? 10 total of that. And the first, let me get the timer. Exercise is go ahead and if you can do it around your space, you're gonna shuffle your arms, boom, make big circles, right? Let's do 2 circles and then you're gonna switch direction. And then let's say I did 2 and now I'm gonna go to the other side. So big circle around your room. Let's go. Yeah, that was loud. Squat down low now. And you can come up. Semi-crouch now. Okay. So here, I'm gonna jump up. All right. Stop that. Hold on. All right. Next one is you're going to go ahead and lunge, right, with your arms incorporated. Forward lunges. Let's go. Come as low as you can. And be mindful that your hips is right above your shoulders. So you're not leaning too much forward. All right. All right. A lot of leg stuff. All right. Just squat down and jump. All right. Try to come down versus just here, right? Squat down as low as you can, touch the ground, and jump. Land as softly as you can. All right, go. All right, one last one. Let's go. Get on the ground. We're gonna do back kicks and then switch hips and back. Leg kicks to the opposite hand. Let's go. Switch hips. Abs tight. All right. And do water break when you're done. Whew. All right, if you have a belt, a sweater, or something, go grab it now. Or even a pillow or something, just kind of a marker. You don't need it right now, but we will in a minute. All right. We're going to do movement drills and then we're going to go. All right, the movement drill is, I'm going to go ahead and step in the leading leg will step in the, so whatever direction I'm going, that leading leg goes first. So I'm going to step, put it, the second leg where it is, and then it steps again. So notice that when I do that, I'm facing you. When I end, I face my face, you know, I'm facing you, but when I end up in the position, my back is on towards you. So it's like boom, boom. So this is the movement, just boom, boom, right? Boom, boom. Just want you to do 10 on each side. Go ahead and do that. All right. Did everybody do that? Okay, the next one is you're gonna start out wide stance, right? Bend at the hips here, wide stance here. You're gonna step, first leg up, second leg up, right? So you're gonna step up. So it's first, second, you're gonna lunge towards the second leg, boom, right? Lunge, and then put that knee. This is what it looks like. I'm here. I'm gonna go boom, boom, lunge, put the knee down. And look at I'm down and I'm posting with my leg. But when I sit back, my leg kind of flattens, right? So I'm gonna go like this. So again, I'm gonna go 1, 2, lunge, knee on the mat, sit. I'm gonna sit down, but I can't sit down because this is in the way. So I have to clear it and then I sit down. Right, again, let's do again. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, lean, pivot. Yeah. So go ahead and do on your own, right? 10 on each side. Nice, Jennifer. Good job. Oh, okay. All right. So we've been working on 2 on 1 now. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and we did this before, but I'm gonna go more in depth, right? One of doing like stand up. One of the there's like there's a few, but some of the things to consider when you're doing a takedown is things like techniques that are simple and effective, right, for all sizes. And another component is things like for me, for my size, those takedowns where you're doing a total turn and somebody's behind me, I always didn't like that. We trained that a lot in Hosha, and I didn't like that, right? Because a lot of times it's like they could sprawl. You have a back exposure. You have to be really quick, hella powerful, and on like the timing has to be right to execute those. So there's a lot more steps and a lot more risks in those kind of takedowns, right? And it takes a long time to train in techniques like that. So I always favor like techniques that are where you could go to the back, you could go where you have less back exposure or less like rotation, where you have to like rotation is like things like you have to rotate, boom, and put somebody on your back, right? I like those, but I totally prefer things that are where I like do ankle pick, leg trap, either, where my back and where there's not a lot of rotation or carrying somebody on top of me. I always favor that because of my size and things that are effective, right? So with that said, an arm drag is a really powerful technique. You could do arm drag like while you're on the ground, and arm drag standing up is super powerful, right? So I like that a lot. So I'm going to be spending some time talking about arm drag. Arm drag where, let's say, some options are. Let me just adjust the screen so I can see what I'm doing. Hold on a second. Where? So an arm drag where, right, there are really three main like stand-up arm drag, right? You can arm drag, boom. I'll show what an arm drag is, a video in a minute. But an arm drag, you could step, boom, from outside, right? So let's say that this is my partner, and one end here is their right, and the other end is their left, okay? So I'm gauging that. That's their right, that's their left. So I'm in an opposite stance here. So I could do an arm drag, boom, pull the arm across, and I could step outside, right? There's also an arm drag where I step inside using the same leg. Notice that I step the same leg as the direction I'm going. So that's one arm drag. Another type of an arm drag is you step in between, inside the leg, not outside, but inside the leg, right? So you can arm drag, go outside. So an out here, you can come to the side or you can go to the back. And then we've been working a lot in terms of like takedowns from the side and from the back, right? And the other second one is you can come in between, and from here you can do things like you come in, right? And you trap the leg, right? And the other option is the opposite, right? There's one that you come in with the same leg, and then there's also one that comes with the other leg, right? So there's a different version where one leg goes in or the other leg goes in. And we're going to spend time working on those three different kind of main arm drags, right? So I'm going to start out with one that we've been working on, right? So it's like a kind of revisiting what we've been learning, right? So let me just get out of here real quick. Gallery. And so just to, I think, does everybody know what an arm drag is? Yeah, okay, so some people are kind of doing this. So so an arm drag, we did work on this. I'm gonna show one that Letty's doing, right? So let's, give me a second. So you can start and do an arm drag in various position. And arm drag is really good for self-defense, right? So an arm drag, another version is like when they're grabbing your arm, we practice this in here and we drag the arm across their body, and then we step out of the way and go to the back, right? That's an arm drag. So again, here, and we go to the back, right? I'm gonna rewind again. So notice that an arm drag, your arm both of your arms would typically be controlling one of the arms. So notice this one, right? Look, there's um, really when she's grabbing your wrists, you can control her wrists, right? By just kind of dragging her wrists across. And then your second hand comes and grab either at the tricep, right? Or a little bit higher and you come to the back. So that's like an arm drag coming from the outside. So we're gonna start with that because we've done this before and we're gonna drill on that to get familiarized with an arm drag and movements. And then we're gonna go to the other two that we haven't worked on. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that and we're gonna go. So the step is, so go ahead and you can put a pillow, right, or your belt or whatever to line up. We want to practice. So you want to imagine that, that your partner is facing you, right? So right now we're just gonna practice kind of like how to get the arm, right? And this is just a drill. So when we're doing a drill, this drill, I just want you to stand staggered, right? When we're doing I like kind of when I'm doing a drill, I'll sometimes to kind of have this stance because you could go to one side or the other side, right? Because if you're staggered here, it's really hard to kind of like go to that side or this side, right? You can, but it's a little awkward. So we are ready to either go to one side or the other side, and this is the drill. So either the drill that we're doing is we're imagining somebody either reaching out, right? Reaching out to touch us, or they're even touching us at the shoulder. So what we want to do is we want to use kind of like this part of your bone, right? To hit your partner at the end of the lever, which is here, right? It's a lot harder if you're hitting here or up higher on the arm to kind of swipe the hand, boom, right? So let's say somebody is reaching over to your shoulder here, you're gonna go block, right? And swipe at the end of the lever, which is, right? This is the end of the lever. So you have more leverage if you swipe right here at the end of the lever as much as possible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand here and we're gonna go swipe and then, right, cup the hand, right, cup at the wrist and then drag across. So we're gonna go boom, drag across, and then the second hand will go at the tricep to do this. So we're gonna just stand here. I'm gonna go boom, right? And then, so block, and then cup and across with this hand, and then the other hand. So it's one up this way, one down. So boom, 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 right? So just kind of boom, boom, boom. And then the other side, boom, 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 right? You're gonna block and then cup the wrist, block, cup the wrist, and then come up. And then block, cup the wrist, and come out. All right. So we kind of have that, right? Now you're gonna watch me and I'm gonna reach. So whatever side that you're seeing me do, when I reach, you're gonna block, drag, right? And now, since we're doing this drill, let's do our footwork too. So I'm here in square. If somebody's reaching on this side, I'm gonna boom, boom, and then I'm gonna step, right? And then go. So this is the footwork. It's kind of like a shuffle, boom, boom, right? So I'm gonna go block, shuffle, boom, boom, step, step. And then one arm goes to the belly, the other arm comes around the back, right? Since we're turning around and facing them, this will go to the back, this will go to the belly, and the hand that goes to the back comes and grab the hand around the belly. So again, so I'm gonna go, so do the foot movement with your hands. So boom, boom, shuffle, shuffle, and then grab. Good. Just practice a couple times and then we're gonna do the drill. Let me get the timer ready. All right, let's go. I am gonna go. You can, if you want a little bit of cardio, you can walk around, boom, 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 and I'm gonna reach, right? Go, whatever side I'm reaching, you're doing that side. Yep. Good, boom, boom, boom. Good, walk around, reach. Good, real quick now, boom. Quick, 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 come back. Come back. Right? Even if I punch, block. Go, block, boom. I punch. Punch. I'm blocking, reaching over to grab your neck, your shoulder. Even if it's in self-defense, I'm coming over to reach your jacket, your shirt, whatever. You can block before. Go. Block. Self-defense, I'm reaching over to grab your tricep to control you. You're gonna block, boom, good. I'm gonna come in, try to grab, block, boom, good. Here, again, go, good. Again. All right, I'm like, oh, she's difficult. I'm gonna try to punch now, go, boom. Boom. Good, I'm trying to grab your lapel, block, try to grab your lapel, go. Move around, lapel. Lapel. Boom. The other side now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Little pick up more. Move around. I'm coming for you. Okay, good. All right. So now that we're on the back, we're gonna do, oh, I don't have that much time. Is it time? All right. All right, we only have 1 minute. Come back on Thursday, because we're gonna go to the back, and now we're gonna, since on.
We're not having class on Thursday, FYI.
Oh, okay. Well, to come next Sunday. We're gonna incorporate takedowns from the back. Okay. So since we have 1 minute, let's do 1 minute burpees. Let's go. Let's go. 1 minute. Ignore that. Come up in high knees. Let's go. Let's go. High knees. Halfway. All right. Merry Christmas, everyone. Whew, that was my gift to you. Hey. Hey.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks, Molly. Okay, so we have about a minute or two break, then we're gonna come back and kickbox. Okay, so we'll get started again. So let's start with a little stretching. Let's do this full stretching sequence. So we'll start in this lunge position. And then again, you guys all know this, we're gonna stack our body over our back leg. So we're trying not to lean forward, arching our back or bending at the waist. We're trying to keep this very upright. I check myself. Sometimes I do find myself leaning forward, even a little, at which point I actually try to lean back with my upper body because I'm really trying to push my hips forward to get a deep stretch through here. So, so you're getting the position. We're gonna pulse forward 10 times, hold the last one. So 1, start small so you can stay stacked. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, come out as far as you can without losing position. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your, I didn't say the side, but your opposite hand, about a foot from your foot. Take your hand that's in front, twist yourself up, get a really good position with your shoulder, not hunched up in your ear, and your waist twisted, ribs towards the sky. Then you can straighten your back leg and straighten your arm, your top arm. Hold here for a couple seconds. Let's reach our hand over our head. So I'm reaching over my head. Then let's reach back up. Let's reach behind. So you're dropping your top arm behind your back, twisting up more. Come back up. So now arm up again. Let's just do those. So one more. So again, drop your hand over your head. Keep your twist. And then straight up, behind your back. Twist towards the ceiling. Good. One more time. So straighten your arm up to the sky. Now drop it over your head. Try to open your chest up. Bring it back up. Put it behind your back. Twist your chest towards the ceiling. Keep your bottom arm nice and well aligned. Shoulders strong. And then arm back straight up. All right, good. And we'll drop our knee and we'll put our chest on our leg and we'll do the hamstring pulses. So again, we're not trying to get our leg all the way straight unless you can. The goal is to keep your chest on your leg. And then you can flex your foot really actively to increase the stretch through your calf as well as your hamstring. So we'll pulse back 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one we're going to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come back up and switch sides. So same thing here. We're going to check that we're really stacked above our bottom leg. Toes can be posted to help you push forward, back toes. And I'm gonna, like, see, notice on the side, I'm a little tighter right now. When I just even demoed it, I kind of went here, even a little bit. I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to keep this lead with my hips. So if I feel myself doing this, I'm just gonna try to lean my body back a little bit so I can keep over my leg. So we're gonna pulse forward 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Come to your furthest position without breaking your posture. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your rear side hand or opposite hand. Put it about a foot from your foot. Take your other hand on your thigh. Twist yourself up. And then from there, you straighten the back leg. Try not to, see if you can do it without lifting your hips. And then bring your top arm up. So let's take your top arm, drop it over your head. Try to keep your chest stretching upwards towards the ceiling. And then bring it up in the air. And now drop it behind your back. Twist up. Try not to let your weight sink into your shoulder, but press up with your shoulder and your hand. Okay, arm back up. And then over your head. Twist up. All right, and then lift your arm and behind your back. Twisting. Pressing with the shoulder. If the shoulder it is starting to bother you, make sure that it's down, that your shoulders aren't hunched up in your ears. And then lift your arm up and over your head. One more time each way. And then up in the air. And then behind your back. Twist up. And then back up in the air. And you can bring your knee down. And now we're going to do the hamstring stretch. So lay your chest on your thigh. Try to keep it there the whole time. Flex your foot really hard too to get a stretch through your calf as well as your hamstring. Pulse back 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one we're going to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And break. Okay, so we'll come up and we're gonna do some kickboxing. So come to a standing position. Let's start with this. We're gonna start with some punching drills, and then we're gonna go into some, full kickboxing drills. So for these punching drills, let's start. Let's do this. Let's just start with this one. So we're going to do 2 minutes of this. The first minute is going to be jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, cross, hook, hook. These are drills we did when we were doing elbows. So they're just drills to get our twisting and our punches warmed up. So jab, cross, hook, hook, jab, cross, hook, hook. After a minute, we're just going to go straight through. We're going to switch to jab, cross, uppercut, uppercut. When we were doing the uppercuts for elbows, we were we're practicing for elbows, we were doing a really straight up the middle uppercut. For this one, you can play around with any kind of uppercuts. Usually you do this one as a warm up with sideways, kind of more, like I've slipped and thrown an uppercut, because that's the more typical uppercut to throw. But so you can mess around with either one. Jab, cross, up, up, cross. Oh, it said it's jab, cross, uppercut, uppercut, cross, jab. Is that right? Jab, cross. I'm doing it wrong. Cross, uppercut. I was saying it wrong. I was doing it jab, cross, hook, hook. We're gonna do, let me try it again. Jab, cross, hook, cross, jab, hook, jab, cross, hook, cross, jab, hook. So the cross jab's kind of weird, but and I don't usually do that drill with hooks. That's why I said it wrong. So we'll straight, straight, hook, straight, straight, hook. And then we're gonna go into straight, straight, uppercut, straight, straight, uppercut. So the weird part is you're throwing cross jab, which you wouldn't usually do. So everyone got that? Sorry, I said it wrong the first time. Jab, cross, uppercut, cross, jab, uppercut. We'll start with hooks. Jab, cross, hook, cross, jab, hook. And at 1 minute, we'll switch to uppercuts and I'll tell you when. So get set, jab, cross, jab, hook, go. As you're starting, start slow and deliberate. Try to get the body mechanics really good. Then you can start speeding up. Speed up a little bit if you can. And now slow it down to your original pace. And now we're going to switch those hooks to uppercuts. Jab, cross, jab, up. Try to keep whatever hand isn't punching on your face. especially in that uppercut. All right, speed up. Nice. Okay, good. Let's do we'll do that in a minute. Let's do a drill for slipping and weaving now. So this drill is going to be, let's see, there's 2 ways we could do it. We're just going to do 1 minute of this one. So we're going to do slip, slip, weave, slip, slip, weave. So you can see that the weave is alternating sides. So I'm slipping left, slip right, weave, slip right, left, weave. So you're going to start it really slow and deliberate. The weave should be, all with your legs, not with your waist. You should be able to, see your opponent as you're weaving. Very important. So start slow, get the form good, then you can start picking it up. I'll tell you when we're halfway, so you can start picking up the speed. 1 minute timer. And go. Put the timer where I can see it. So you can start bringing the speed up gradually, trying not to lose the form. One way to do that is to really think about the pressure in your feet. If you kind of think about how the weight's shifting in your feet, it can really anchor you through these dramatic upper body movements. Nice. Okay, break. All right. So let's see. Let's continue doing we'll do some side kick drills. Everyone, this will be good for everyone. So grab a chair, grab a sip of water if you need, and then get a chair or something to balance on. Chair, spot on the wall, or some side kick drills. Okay, so we're gonna do the side kick drills. We're gonna do them, a variation on them. We did something like this in advanced class, I think, last week. So maybe the week before, I can't remember. So we're gonna do 2 minutes, 2 full minutes. So you can do this slowly. We're gonna do the regular side kick drill out to here, focusing on not letting the knee dip, keeping the knee high, 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 kick. And then you're gonna pull the leg back. This is simulating a roundhouse kick. It's not how you throw a roundhouse kick, but it's the end position of a roundhouse kick. And so it's sort of a stretch and a balance exercise. And so when you're here, I want you to do a few things. One of them is push your front hip out. So I don't want to be here at the end of my roundhouse kick. I want to be here. I've kicked through with my hip. So I'm pushing my hip out. I'm going to try to pull my foot back. I can't do this and keep my knee good, but I'm going to a good position, but I'm trying to pull my foot back as much as I can to get kind of a stretch and a engagement through my hamstring. And then I'm gonna let go and try to keep that. And I'm gonna get the chair back. So I was here, I was balancing, and get my chair back and return. So take your time in that position. So this is a balance exercise. You can do the whole thing without the chair. You'll notice if you do this over and over, the reason we use the chair is because a lot of the time you can't, like if I just do a bunch of balance, I can maybe do one good one or two good ones. My foot didn't pivot quite far enough, because we're not doing it dynamically at somebody. So the chair is going to help you get into those end range positions. So try a few without the chair completely if you want, but do use the chair when you find that if your posture is compromised. As you feel it getting compromised, which it probably will, unless some of you are like Taekwondo, karate experts and may have perfect balance in these end positions, but otherwise use the chair as you need. It's better to do it with the chair in good form than do it without the chair and a lot of bad form, is what I'm saying. So a few bad form to practice is okay. All right, so get set. We're gonna do 2 minutes on each side and go. I should do my bad side first. So remember, when you're in the end position, you're trying to push your hip through, pull your heel back, get your balance, and then come back. One thing you need to think about as you're doing this is trying to get a really good full pivot so that your heel is facing your target, your standing heel is facing your target, and that should help you be in a better position in the end balancing position. More seconds. All right, shake it out when you're ready. And switch. Same thing, other side. Get set and go. keep the chair for one more thing. You might or might not need it for this. Since everyone here is very experienced, we're gonna try this last drill that we did during advanced class this week. So I can only actually do it properly on one, I can only do it without the chair on my side with my good leg down. So this is gonna be 3 kicks in a row. So the first one's gonna be a rear roundhouse kick. So you're gonna start with, whatever leg you're kicking with back. This is my left leg, but it looks like my right leg to you if you're in the mirror. So bam. So I'm gonna throw a roundhouse kick, then I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna throw a push kick, and then I'm gonna throw a side kick. So the whole sequence, if you look at my foot is doing a lot of pivoting. So I'm going round kick, push kick, side kick. So, and then you can put it down. So you're trying to start with your leg in the back. I'm gonna do it with the chair so I can do it nicely. Round kick, push kick, side kick, and then reset. So we're gonna do 1 minute one side, 1 minute the other side. So if you need, like for me, I can only do a little to tiny bit with my right leg because I have a wonky left knee. So it's too much aggressive pivoting for it. So use a balance as much as you need. But if you're feeling comfortable in these kicks, do it without. Really, and this is two purposes. One purpose is the balancing, and the other purpose is, getting that foot pivot strength. So that's kind of the goals. We use the 1 minute timer. So get set and go. Round kick, straighten out, push kick, back to sideways, side kick. Finish up. All right, cool. Switch the other side. Shake it out for a second. Get set and go. All right. Okay, so you can put your chair away, and then we're gonna go into some full kickboxing drills. Okay, so for the first drill, we're going to maybe we'll do this. We're going to be moving around. So we're going to do 1 minute to practice this. So for all these drills, and we've been doing this for a couple classes, but one of them was advanced class, and one of them was, I think, a week ago. We're going to be shadow boxing in between when I tell you to do stuff. When you're shadow boxing, again, I want you to, if you haven't seen this yet, be really focusing on slipping and weaving. So you're shadow boxing, you're focusing on head movement. If you have been practicing pivoting as well, you could also be pivoting. So ideally you're, if you want to get the most realistic approximation of what you'd be doing between throwing techniques and kickboxing, you're pivoting, you're using lateral motion, but at the very least, head movement, slipping and weaving. So, and then throwing punches. So you're shadow boxing with a focus on slipping and weaving. Then when I say, I'm going to say one of two things right now. I'm going to say one of three things. The first one is going to be side kick. If I say side kick, you're going to throw your lead side kick. You can set it up with any punches you want. So you're going to throw your lead side for most of your left. You can set it up with a jab, set it up with a jab cross hook, anything you'd like to set that side kick up. So, but you're gonna, or just throw it, what you're gonna do, throw the side kick. It's not gonna be like instant, you have a second to throw a combination and throw the side kick. So if I say side kick, you do that. If I say spin, same thing with a spinning side kick. Any setup you want to a spinning side kick, same thing, jab, cross, hook, kick, whatever setup you like. So, and then, or just throw it. And then the third thing would be sprawl. So if I say sprawl, you're gonna sprawl. So otherwise you're moving around, shadow boxing. If I say side kick, that's the regular lead side. That just kind of should be in kickboxing. Your go-to basic side kick is your lead. So if I say side kick, that's lead. If I say spin, spinning kick. And if I say sprawl, sprawl. Get set. Okay, and go. So you're moving around, shadow boxing, focusing on head movement, pivoting if you've been practicing that. Side kick. Spin. Spin. Sprawl. Spin. Side kick. Sprawl. Side kick. Spin. Spin. Side kick. Sprawl. Shadow boxing, head movement. Side kick. Sprawl. Spin. Spin. Side kick. Okay, so now we're gonna do another one like that. We're gonna add one other element, which is we're gonna add the arm drag that Molly had us doing. So, so for this drill, the arm drag is gonna be a block with the front hand. So this is gonna assume that they're punching us with, for me, it would be the jab if you're fighting reverse stance. But generally, if you're fighting your same stance, it would be the cross. Someone throwing a cross at you, you're gonna block with your lead side. Let's think of the block like, you probably, for kickboxing, you wouldn't want to reach out and block too much, open your hand up or open your face up, but you'd probably block to here or like this kind of block at an angle, so you still have, your head defense there. So I'm gonna reblock, and then I'm gonna trap, scoop the arm. We're gonna have an inside-outside grip, right, like Molly had. It might be a slightly different spot in terms of the wrist or the arm, but this is the outside grip here. This is the tricep grip. So it's gonna be bam, bam. And then you're gonna step out, take their back, and then you'll let it go and keep going. So if I say arm drag, it's gonna be lead side arm drag. Bam, bam. If you wanna practice the rear side one too, because you mostly do jujitsu and you want it on both sides, you know, or whatever, then go ahead, that's great. So you practice the other one if you want. But otherwise, that's the lead side. Bam, bam, step out, and grab. So that's the other thing. We're gonna do a 3-minute round so that we have time to do all those things. So all the things that we could have before, plus the arm drag, plus if I say a number, you're gonna throw that many straight punches. So like if I say 8, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a lot of things you're trying to incorporate while you're doing it, while you're in between your shadow boxing. So get set. Oh wait, no, don't, that's not it. Keep going though, that's great. 3 minutes, there. All right, so moving around, get your shadow boxing. While you're doing this, you're probably starting to feel a little dialing it in on your shadow boxing. Resist that. You know, this is round 2 of 3. You don't want them to know you're starting to get tired. You want to look aggressive. Side kick. Spin. Arm drag. Hold it for a second and let them go. Sprawl. Six punches. Spin. Shadow boxing, head movement. Sprawl. Spin. Side kick. Arm drag. Spin. Sprawl. Sprawl. Arm drag. Side kick. Spin. Spin. Side kick. Spin. Ten punches. Spin. Sprawl. Side kick. Spin. Arm drag. Side kick. Spin. End it. Knockout, the last second. Good. Okay, let's end with some push kick and knee drills, just to add a little more kicking drilling. So let's do push kicks, and we'll put them into a round. So let's do 1 round, or just 1 minute of this drill. So it's the lunging push kick. I can pivot when I get to the end of my space. If the pivoting with knees bent is too tiring, you can pivot with your knees up. So it's just lunge, push kick across the floor for 1 minute. Get set, and go. when you're lunging, think about that warm up that we did, trying to push your hip through. Try not to be, just bent over at the waist, but trying to have your downside, your back leg side hip pushing forward. Keep you in a good posture. Okay, thanks. So let's do, we're gonna do one more round like we were doing before. So we're just gonna add push kicks into it. So push kick is now one of the things that I could say. So you can throw, if I say push kick, you can throw any punches you want, and then you can throw rear side push kick. If you want, you can throw a lead side push kick. Remember that for kickboxing, lead side push kick, we try not to bring our foot up. So I try to not step my back foot to meet my front foot. Trying to, first thing that goes up is my lead foot. So, so that I don't get tackled here with my legs together. So all the same orders as before, plus push kick, and this will be the last round. Get set, and go. It's moving around, shadow boxing. Head movement, pivoting if possible. Side kick. Push kick. Either one you want. Push kick. Sprawl. Spin. Ten punches. Arm drag. Ten punches. Spin. Sprawl. Side kick. Side kick. Shadow box. Head movement. Arm drag. Sprawl. Spin. Push kick. Push kick. Arm drag. Spin. Ten punches. Sprawl. Sprawl. Spin. Push kick. Side kick. Spin. "12 punches. Arm drag. Side kick, spin. Side kick, then spin. Push kick. Awesome. Okay, so we'll break there. You can grab a spot to do meditation. So at the beginning of this, just take some deep breaths in through your nose. You can exhale through your nose, or if you're still catching your breath or feeling overheated, exhale through your mouth. And just try to calm your breathing and your mind down. Okay, and then let's try this mantra idea we've been using. So, a mantra is something that you focus on when you meditate, just a phrase without thinking about it too much, but just repeating it to keep you, it's kind of, to me, I think the equivalent of counting with numbers. It's just a way to keep you grounded. And I like to use a word that is something I'm trying to, embody at the moment. If I'm feeling anxious, maybe I'd say calm. If I'm feeling, angry, maybe peaceful, something, all kinds of grateful, calm, slow, mature, anything you're trying to embody, but just try not to think about the meaning of the word. Just use the word as a focus point for your breathing. If you don't like that, then just do counting breathing. But it could be a nice way to just, keep your mind from wandering is the goal. So don't think about the word, just repeat the word in your mind as you're breathing in and out, trying to still keep your mind very calm, not getting attached to any thoughts. You take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Hey, kitty. You can rub your palms together. Not you, the other kitty. She just came over. And then rub back on your ears. Hi. Look, I said hi, kitty, and my cat totally came over, so I was talking to her. And rub your hands again. Not you yet. And then you can rub the back of your neck. All right. And you can clasp your hands, twist back, looking over one shoulder. Twist the other direction. First direction. Second direction. Come back to center. Rub your thighs. Calves and shins. Your feet. Okay, and that's it. So I do want, thank you all so much. And I do want to let you know, because we were planning to have class on Thursday. That's why I want to make sure, because I knew some people might log off when Molly said on Thursday. I was like, oh, but not on Thursday, because we were planning to have class on Thursday, but we've had low attendance the last couple of Thursdays. So we figured we're not gonna have a Christmas Eve class. If Thursday has been busy for people right now anyway, then Christmas Eve's probably gonna be kind of busy for people. So I'm still having advanced kickboxing on Christmas Day, but no class on Thursday, but then we'll be back on Sunday and the next Sunday, because no New Year's Eve. And so I hope we'll see you all and have good holidays.
Happy holidays.
Lots of love to everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Karen. Yeah. A quick question. So for the flyer, what do you want?